Hello, everyone. I am Christina Jo, and I am loving life. I love life more and more every day. I love right now that I have a beautiful cardinal who is singing right out in a tree just in front of me. I hope you can hear it too. I want to talk about meditation today. Now, wait, don't run away. Before you run away, come back, come back. Meditation is not that big of a deal. If you think that it is a chore to meditate or something that you're supposed to do or have to do, I want to talk to you today just about hopefully just letting go of those feelings and maybe perhaps having a different perspective about meditation in general. It really is not as serious as it sounds. It's not as difficult as it sounds, but understand something, it really is a skill. It's a skill that takes practice. So to think that you're going to sit down your very first time and just be a pro at meditating, it's probably not going to happen. So be patient with yourself, be patient with the process of learning how to meditate, and maybe give it a try. Meditation really is just about quieting the thoughts. Our minds get so busy sometimes with so many thoughts going through them. We have over 50,000 thoughts a day, and that's a lot to handle. And oftentimes we can really think that our mind is getting away from us, that our mind is actually in control of what we think and how much we think. And meditation is really a process about taking back that control from your mind. We've given our mind too much control, and we need to let our mind know that it is in service to us, not us in service to it. So, meditating really is just quieting your mind of all of the thoughts. And so, when you're meditating, if you think that you're going to sit down and all the thoughts are just going to instantly be gone from your brain, they're not. The thoughts are still going to come, and that's okay. Let the thoughts come and let them go. Let them come and let them go. There's lots of different processes for that. But to be so hard on yourself to think that you can just stop your thoughts, that's a challenging thing to set yourself up for. So just be patient with those thoughts quieting down. And the more often you meditate, the more consistently you meditate, you'll find it becomes easier and easier to quiet your mind from the thoughts that are going on. I know I wanted to meditate, and I was told it was very beneficial to meditate for a very long time, many years before I actually did start to meditate. And I know some of the things that stopped me, some of the excuses that I said were, oh, I'll just fall asleep, or oh, I can't sit still that long, and oh no, it hurts my back to sit still for so long. And falling asleep was probably my biggest excuse, but I could come up with all sorts of different things. So if you find yourself having excuses to meditating, you want to meditate, but you have things that you say that stop you from meditating, take a look at what those are and see if they're really true, or see if there's something that you can do around that. I know for me, to get past the idea that I would always fall asleep when I meditated, the first thing I did was I started standing up when I meditate. And it's a lot harder to fall asleep when you're on your feet than it is when you're sitting or laying down. When I was confident in that and knowing that I wouldn't just fall asleep very quickly, I also chose different times. I started meditating right when I first woke up, so that I wasn't sleepy. I was just waking up. And so there was less of a chance for me to fall asleep while I was meditating. So choose your time according to what your excuses are, and see if you can find a different position. I know that a lot of people feel that there is a certain position you have to have when you meditate. Different meditation practices have different postures involved with them. And if a posture doesn't suit you, just find a different posture, find a different meditation practice to do that uses a different posture. Don't be so restricted that you have to practice just one type of meditation, and if that doesn't work, it's not going to work at all. That being said, I want to just bring this book out. This was one of my favorite books for quite some time. This is called The Book of Secrets by Osho. And this is 112 meditations to discover the mystery within. So if you think that no, meditation just doesn't work for you, well, maybe try a different kind of meditation. There are so many different types, 112 in that book right there. There are all sorts of CDs, guided meditations that you can get. This one is Freeing Your Chakras by Tina Heathers. These are available on Amazon. So you can get meditation CDs, guided CDs. There's all sorts of free meditations on YouTube that you can listen to. All sorts of different styles. There's Ho'oponopono meditations, there's hypnosis meditations, there's visual meditations, all sorts of different things. Binaural beat meditations, different musics that you can listen to. One of my favorites is the Tibetan bells. Those are helpful when I'm listening to a YouTube meditation. So there's all sorts of different types of meditation out there. If one doesn't work, try a different one. And if it works for a while, work with it for a while. And then when you sort of come to a place where you feel it's not working, try something different. Don't really get restricted on the different things that you try. I know getting past my back hurting when I was sitting, I decided to lay down. Laying down is a very effective position for meditating. So again, don't feel like you have to be in a specific posture. Give yourself room to explore different ways to do this. It became apparent to me that I couldn't put it off any longer in my life one day when I was part of a tarot card reading group. And it was an interesting thing. I'm not really much into tarot cards, but a friend of mine had a new set out and she wanted to try out a new format with it. So a group of us met. There were 4 of us. And each of us took a turn choosing a card. And then the facilitator talked about it and let us know what was going on with that. Interestingly enough, all 4 of us chose the meditation card. One by one, that card came up, meditation, and the facilitator talked about it. And then the next one, meditation, and the facilitator talked about it. So when it came around to the end and all of us picked meditation, that was a sign for me that it's time to get this started. It's time to really focus on this and get it done. So that's when I started doing it consistently. And I can't tell you what an amazing process it has been to learn how to meditate, to build my skill, and to continually get better at it. Because the skill is something that you always get better at. Now, it has taken some time, and through that time of progressing through learning how and getting better at it, it's so amazing because even when you're not perfect at it, you still reap the benefits from it. You still can find so many ways in your life to see where the meditation is being beneficial to you. You will notice yourself responding differently in conversations. You will respond differently to yourself, to people around you, to situations. You will be different in traffic. When you get into a traffic jam, it just won't bother you the way it used to. Life won't bother you the way it used to when you get into this consistent process of quieting your mind from the thoughts that are going on. It just will give you the ability to handle situations from a different perspective with a quieter mind while you're going through it. So that's about all I wanted to talk about today. I just really encourage you. One thing that happened, I'll tell you a quick story that just was so amazing, and it has to do with meditation. It just happened this past weekend. I had a really cool meditation. I laid down, I was just done my yoga, and I just sort of stayed on my yoga mat. And so I didn't have a guided meditation on going, but I felt my mind getting quiet. I thought, I'm just going to stay here instead of getting up and setting up my regular meditation area. And as I was laying there, a thought came to me, and I thought, oh, that's something I could worry about, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that today. And so I let that one go. And then the next thought came, and I thought, I don't think I want to worry about that today either. And I let that go. And what the meditation became was a process of just saying no to worrying. Any thought that came that brought any worry, I just, no, I'm not going to worry about that today. There's nothing to worry about. Not today, not today, not today. And it was a wonderful meditation, probably about maybe 20 or 25 minutes, not too long. And really 15 minutes is enough. Don't feel like you've got to go hours and hours. 15 minutes really is a perfect amount of time. So this one was about maybe 20 minutes. And later on in that day, we went visiting. I went to see my dad, and I had a chance to visit with my Uncle Paul. And my Uncle Paul is not doing very well right now. It might be the last time that I see him. That might have been the last time that I have a chance to see him. And there was one point during the visit where I was standing beside him, and I said, Uncle Paul, what can I get you to drink right now, or do you want something to eat? And he says, oh no, don't worry about me. Just don't worry about me. He doesn't like people fussing over him. And I said to him, I said, oh, but Uncle Paul, I did a really cool meditation this morning, and my whole meditation was about, I'm not going to worry about anything today. So thoughts came to me, and I said, I'm not going to worry about that. So if you think I'm going to stand here and start worrying about you right now, I'm not, because I'm not worrying about anything today, but I am going to go get you what you want to eat. And he laughed, and he thought that was just wonderful. And it was a really great way to connect with him. It really can bring some wonderful things into your life, and it can bring you a perspective that just makes loving life so much easier to do. I hope this has been helpful. It's been helpful for me, and I hope this has inspired you to give meditation a try, even just for a few minutes. Let your brain know it's time to quiet down. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.